Yo! Welcome in. Hope everybody's having a great day. Couple buttons clicked right there. Oh, Miss H-Bomb. Thank you so much for the 3 months of Tier 1 sub. Oh, appreciate ya. Welcome in, welcome in. Shout out everybody on YouTube, of course, as well. Rocky Waste Stony Tunes. Interesting. What's going on, Eagles fan? KC. What's going on, Mustang? Scott. Spontan. Zoom in. What is up? Doomiverse. Killy. Rabbit. Les. We'll go with Les. What's up, Les? Yo, I can't read the rest of that. Can't tell what it says necessarily. The Spanish, maybe? I'm not sure exactly. Jeffrey, what's going on? What's up, everybody? Jacob, Trash, Chaos Theory. D2's the best. This is true, Les. Les KB Coist, I think, maybe, possibly. Build my Horker, level 25. I can equip my Spirit Sword, but I have 0 skills. Wait until level 30, huh? Yeah, bar playthroughs are tough. Why do I have no potions? Did I die at the end? So I got a few little upgrades. I actually played a slight amount last night. I made a lore. Ooh! Giga Chad. I'm lying. Actually, I bought this on my credit card. I didn't actually find them, guys. I bought it on the credit card. I'm kidding, of course. So yeah, I made a lore. I made this. I don't remember when I made it, though. Maybe it was last night when I was playing without you guys, too. A little off stream. Fun. And I made a bulwark since I had the runes for it. I know it's a little behind chat or whatever, but it's alright. There's the insight I had before. And I have this Giga Chad armor because apparently I still didn't have enough strength without wearing this. Yeah, it turns red. I know it's behind chat a little bit. Do forgive me, but... So I had to wear armor that has strength on it to be able to wear the insight. So... Got a Sunder yesterday? Nice, nice. So speaking of Sunder Charms, I should have left it up, actually. I was doing a little chatting with some other people about the Sunders and stuff. So since you can find them from like anywhere, and I don't know where Mustang found his or whatever, it just kind of got me thinking about the topic. So apparently just regular Andariel, because they made the Sunder Charms be able to drop from normal stuff. Let me pull up the drop odds calc. And apparently Maxroll updated the drop odds calc for the new Sunder Charms for the new changes and everything. So if you go... Yeah, we'll see like that, sure. Hell difficulty. We'll just leave players 1. We'll say hypothetically you have 300 magic points. Sure, you're out there really farming. Latent Sunder, we'll pick a random one. So Andariel right here is 1 in 3,200 runs of a Sunder Charm. But there's 6 of them, so if you do the math, it's like 1 in 500 runs or something like that to get an like on average. Supposedly. It's hard to say exactly though, because if that's like how quick that's going to be necessarily. 500 runs, it's a little bit less runs than a Shaco to get a random Sunder Charm though. Not the one you want, but any one of them. You know what I mean? What do you guys think of that? I think it's kind of fine, actually. Sort of. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's fine. Could be wrong. I'm not dying on the hill, but I think. What do you guys think of that? That Hell Andariel to get a random one of the Sunder Charms. It doesn't matter which one you pick. They're all the same drop odds from Andariel here. So, so it doesn't change. What do you guys think? Still better odds than last ladder? Yes. Better odds than last ladder, and if you did go farm Andy, then you can't get, you're probably not getting high runes. You're not going to get necessarily, you're not getting Griffins and stuff like that because Andy doesn't drop that stuff. But also it's like, imagine you're farming these, and you can find them other places. The first Sunder I found was off of the second Herald I ever took out. So if you look at the Heralds, well, the Herald right here is a 1 in 1,400 chance. Really? Because the first... See, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know about drop odds calcs, because I must have just got really lucky, if accurate. The second Herald I killed after the patch, I got a Sunder Charm, which it's about twice as likely that killing a Herald will give you a Sunder relative to Andara right here. Roughly. We'll just go roughly. Which would be 1 in 250 kills. And on the second one, I got a Sunder. It happens to somebody. Maybe I was that guy that got super lucky, huh? Who knows? More likely to get a Sunder compared to an SOJ. The difference being that you don't know what your Sunder you're going to get, how it's going to roll. So, you know, you're not necessarily going to get the one you want. Not to mention that then you have to roll it. You don't have to, but to be the best Sunder, you do have to roll it with mid runes again. And then if it rolls bad, then you're going to have to like reroll another one later, or want to, you know what I mean? It's hard to say, you know what I see? Eagle Mob, you got 2 Sunders, one before the patch, one after. Both fire. Yeah, see? Imagine you're playing single player and you want cold, and you already did 10,000 Andara runs, and you haven't gotten a single cold or lightning Sunder Charm. You've gotten all fires. And you know, I don't know. Bone breaks. Black clefts or whatever. Yeah, you know, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I just don't know for sure. I think it seems okay, but I'm not sure. And he can drop anything in Terror Zones? Yes. So if we check off Terrorized, the odds go up slightly of a Sunder Charm, but not really much, to be honest. This is a max level Terror Zone. Not much, actually. It's not much different. Wait, why did it just change from what it was a second ago? Oh, this is Hell. No, wait. I'm not sure what I did. It just said 3,200, didn't it? Now it says, yeah, now it says 3,200 again. Hold on a sec. What? Did I look at the wrong line? Oh, no, I must have looked at the wrong line. Yeah, I looked at this one. So it's barely different when Terrorized. So yeah, Terrorized is going to be good. You have a better chance slightly, and all the other good stuff you can get, of course. So Sendir, you got a Sunder from TZ Meth. Nice, nice. Lonnie, welcome in. Nightmare Cows. So the thing about Nightmare is Nightmare Cows was not listed on here. I did check Nightmare. The chances, oh, I guess I didn't scroll all the way down to like unique latent from non-terrorized Nightmare. So this according to the drop odds, you cannot get it from Nightmare Cows. You can get it from Hell Cows, but not Nightmare. According to this. Terrorized? You probably can Terrorized, huh? So you're running Terrorized Nightmare Cows. It's 1 in 2 million cows that you take out. So that would be, it's like there's like 250, we'll say, what is there, about 250 cows in a game? We'll go 300. I think 300 is a good number to go with. So if you just count the normal cows, 2, 1, 0, 0, 5, 2, 9, divided by 300 equals. So it's 1 in 70,000 runs you would get a Sunder Charm from 70,000 Terrorized Nightmare Cow runs. So, there you go. Yeah, 70,000. But then you do have to add in the Cow King and stuff too. So, there's only one Cow King, and that's 1 in 60,000 runs. So, I would say it's not great odds. And there's only like, what, 10 of these in a run? Yeah. So, it's like, it'll take you like 50,000 runs to get one. So, that's how lucky you got. I test all the things. Thank you for the 50 money, whatever that is. SCK. Where's the notification? Come on. Streamlabs killing me here, but thank you so much. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at the numbers or whatever, and some people had brought this up, some other content creators I had seen, and I was kind of looking at the numbers, and I was like, yeah, I'll just bring this to you guys, or we'll look at it or whatever, because why not? Wait, why is this not changing? Party size, unique. Oh, still on cows. Oh, wait, you know what's interesting? Okay, Terrorized. just under 2 million. Nightmare, just over 2 million. So being terrorized or unterrorized doesn't actually affect, it just goes by the level of the monster. So R-rated money. I see what you're doing there. Kelly says, I haven't done 70,000 cow runs in 20 years. Yeah, right? So let's look at what is going off of this. Players count does, wait. So it does show the numbers changing ever so slightly, but I believe they said, what, Sunder Chimes were affected by Magic Find, not players count anymore? So yeah, it pretty much checks out. We don't really need to even worry about changing that. And hell difficulty, chances. So yeah, if you're not very good, if you're not very good, if your character's not powerful, running Andy might be the go-to to get a Sunder. But obviously Heralds here are going to be vastly... The only thing weird is it's showing that the Herald of Dread has a less chance of dropping a Sunder Charm than the first ones. And then it gets a worse and a worse and a worse chance of dropping a Sunder Charm, according to this, right? Because Terror is the level 1, if I'm not mistaken, right? Stack the MF Easter egg? Sure. I forget what's the cap on Magic Find technically in D2? Is it like 20,000 or something? So the MF glitch actually barely changes. So it's 1 in 2,200 here for 20,000 Magic Find. 20,000 Magic Find, 2,200. 35. So actually it does kind of a bit. But if you're spam run Andariel, you can't really stack the Magic Find, of course. Let's look at the Heralds here. So 1 in 15. 1 in 12. So it actually barely... 1 in 14. Oh. So the Magic Find from 200 up to 20,000 does almost nothing to the drop odds from Heralds for the Sunder Charms. It went from 1 in 1,400 to 1,500. So yeah, it's almost nothing. It's less than 100. Yeah. Not much. Can Sunder Charms drop before beating Hell difficulty? Yes, they can. Now. But it's not really like logical. Like Andaro right here. It would be 1 in 3,500 runs to find one random Sunder Charm. So technically, if you math it out, this is with 200 Magic Find. Who has 200 Magic Find in a playthrough though, am I right? We'll say you stack survivability, because you aren't going to have any resistance either and stuff like that, the skills. So Andariel's 1 in 7,500 runs to get 1. What is 7,500 divided by, I think there's 6 different Sunder Chimes? Not sure how I did that wrong. 625 runs to get of Hell Andariel to get 1 random Sunder Charm. Wait a second. Oh yeah. To get 1 random Sunder Charm, which probably isn't going to be the one to help you out. You have a 1 in 6 chance. Is there 7? I thought there was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there's Gijis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I would say it's probably not a viable strategy to play through the game and then farm Andariel to get a Sunday of the one that you need. I guess you could respec into whatever one you find if you're a sorceress and you find a cold, lightning, fire, I guess. But if you find poison, you're effed. If you find physical, you're bleeped. You know, that's not going to help you out at all. Then you got to do more, you know, you're better off just beating the game the way that you normally do, right? In my opinion. In my opinion. Okay, so what am I doing today? We got Rocky Way, Stony Tombs. There's only 15 minutes here. What's the next one? Let me look at... Oh, so much stuff you got to look at nowadays. Where's the Sunder Charm at? What's the Terror Zone coming up? What's the event? Oh, Mephisto's next? Okay. I think I'm just going to play a little solo because people aren't going to want to, you know, if we got Mephisto, everyone's going to want to run that solo coming up. We got TZ Chaos at 4. So I will host full games for TZ Chaos. For sure. 100%. Now I'm going to run around out here for 6 years looking for the Stony Tombs. Put all 6 in the inventory. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. You just get minus 80 all res to every element type. Which, yeah. So yeah, Worldstone Shards. I haven't played enough. I've heard they're dropping everywhere. I have quite a few, but I think I've found like... I think that's only like my 5th one I've found so far. But I haven't ran a lot of Terra Zones yet. They may be dropping a lot from Terra Zones. I've heard some people saying they're dropping so often that they're upset when one drops because they're dropping so frequently that it's taking up slots that like other good items could drop because they don't even want to find them anymore. Allegedly. Let me pull up. Sorry, I've been missing a lot of comments. I've been doing a lot of chat, like chit-chatting here. Do forgive me. See if I can find one Stony Tomb before it runs out here, huh? There we go. Not that it really much matters. I mean, the whole area out there is the same as the Stony Tombs when terrorized, so... guess it doesn't matter that much. Fellow Lion, huh? Welcome in. Roar. Easy Pindle, Tyrrell's Might, legendary. You got one of them luck drops. Love to hear it. Yeah, this would be a lot easier with a fire build down here. A lot faster. Ring of Fire right now, just boom, boom. This magic build, it's good because it can do everything. But I don't know that it's really the best at anything. It's the best at being able to do everything. Shard drops are okay for solo players. Let it drop, you say. Yeah, I think if people utilize the shards differently, it's the way they set it up is for people to utilize them differently than before. I think a lot of people are getting hung up on Diablo 2 being like other games, and then also the way that they change things, it's staying to be used the same way that it was being used before, you know? If that makes any sense. So Sunder Charms, I don't think they're really going to be used to terrorize an act, run every single area, terrorize the entire game act by act by act, and run the entire game, you know? It'll be more like you use the shard for Act 1. And because it's Act 1, you pick your favorite spots to run. You're going to run the above areas, run the underground passage because it's kind of sizely. You can skip any of the areas you don't want to do. Go do TZ Andy, move on to the next, you know? You don't have to go do everything. Or if you terrorize Act 2, maybe you like, you don't want to fight the, like up here, where there's all these birds and leapers and stuff that fly around. I mean, I don't see any now, of course, like the birds that fly away all the time and stuff. Maybe you want to skip here, and you can just, you don't have to feel like you're have to do everything and do full game clears anymore. You can actually farm where you want to farm when you want to farm them, instead of being forced into doing what they want you to do, you know what I mean? Maybe. I haven't, like I said, you see where I'm at right here, so. Did I get far enough to conclude that 100% for sure? Maybe not quite yet, but that's what I'm thinking. Just use the shards and then just farm a few areas that you really like. Or the whole act if you want to, right? I am right. See, I knew it. Just finished normal today, says Gold Magic Find. Internet not good since day one, you say, huh? Unfortunate, but hey, at least you're getting after it now, and hopefully you're having a great time. Best of luck on the drops. I'm sensing good drops in your future. Poison down here, bro. Poison. Is there a antidote that dropped out of here? Okay. Appreciate the game not being stuck on the clock now. Yeah, with the shorter terror zones, like I've heard certain complaints, and I have felt the same way at times when there's TZ Andy, you're like, man, I wish this was longer. But also it's like, it alleviates the times when I'm like doing something else and I'm like, great. This is the one time Andy's going to be terrorized for the next 4 days, and I'm at a dance recital or something, you know, like, not that that's exact, I'm just making up like someplace I would have to be, you know. I'm at a, you know, kid's birthday party or something. You know, I would always hate that feeling. And then I'd feel bad because I'm like, really? That's what I'm thinking right now when you know, I'm spending time with family and stuff like that. But it alleviates all of that. Well, some of it, a lot of it, by shortening them up, not feeling pressured into doing something you don't want to do at a time when you don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I really like being able to choose what I want to do when I choose I want to do it. You know what I mean? And I don't like feeling like I shouldn't or can't. But yeah, so I'm pretty much just agreeing with you. Alrighty, we hit another out here. Summon locks build still okay. It depends what you mean by that. The summons still work goodish if you go into the summons. Now, if you're saying like the Bind Demon, just 1 point into it, not gonna do a whole lot for you. I don't even remember putting a point down to Bind Demon. Well, it's there now. Anyways, but there is also the build where you get the Tainted up, and then you Blood Boil them. If you call that the Summon build, or if you call that the Blood Boil build, it's up to you. But you have 3 Tainted with you that you use the synergies and stuff like that, and it blasts. It does real good. So. But then if you're just going like just Goatmen or something, it'd work a little bit. Yeah, because the tainted build with Blood Boil, I don't really call that a summoning build. I mean, I get it is, but I don't know. I guess it is. I don't know. How do I word this? If someone said summoning build, I wouldn't think Blood Boil, but I guess I don't want to go like full hard in the paint on that take because, I mean, people say summoning Necro, and I mean, is it a summon Necro or is it a Corpse Explosion Necro, right? So. But yeah, I think people refer to it as the Tainted build, and then maybe they would say Blood Boil, but if someone said summoning Druid or a summoning Warlock, for some reason I would just think like Goatmen or something and not using Blood Boil. I don't know. Maybe I'm off base. What do you guys think? Phil just overthinking it. Let's get rid of that. I mean, 35 life, whatever. Tamed Eldritch? Tamed Eldritch. I'm not sure if you got auto-corrected there. I'm not sure there, Murray. Tamed Eldritch. What does that mean? Okay, what dropped? Another charm, okay. Varthamus, yo! Almost just want to run around out here. I don't have enough. What's my poison res at? Minus 11? Could be worse. I always do it wrong, but if you can use these chains right, they really do quite a bit of damage. It always gets me in trouble though when I think too hard about using them chains, I'm gonna be honest. That's why I just drop Abyss so often. I heard rumor forgot where after Reign of the Warlock update, possible X6 and another character. I have heard these things from just people coming in saying they've heard this rumor. I don't know where it came from. Who knows? I never thought they would do Reign of the Warlock, so who knows what's going to be happening in this thing. Never thought Reign of the Warlock was going to happen. Act 6 would be crazy. That'd be crazy. Oh, that's not a monster. That's my summon that just summoned over here in front of me. When it comes to Hammer for Hell late game, I found a 3 Blessed Hammers Aim Charged Scepter. Use it or try to invest in a rune word. I would use it. I mean, 3 to Blessed Hammers for a Hammerden. Like, I would rather have a Spirit Sword, but I mean, Hammerden is so powerful. Yeah, I mean, you'd probably be fine with that. But I mean, a Spirit Sword would be better though, with all the extra stuff on it, FCR and whatnot, mana. Let's go like this. Oh, I forgot to take that stuff out of there. MMC! Welcome in. Oh, Murray said, yeah, I had a lister, yeah. So if you're talking about the summon stuff, the summons in the form of Bind Demon for the Summon Warlock, you will need to... Whoa! You'll kind of need to put a bunch of points into a few different things. You can't just like 1 point, boom. Wait, does that mean he's instantly spawning? It does. Oh, Merc gone. That's all right. These chains can really rip actually. Thunder. Ah. Thunder Charm drop rate's too low. That's like my 3rd Herald I've taken out this season. No Thunder Charm. This game stinks. Obviously kidding. Maybe obviously. Hey, they're shooting me through the door. Yeah, don't want to die to some random little explosion here or something. Sure, why don't we grab that? We'll just dip out. Oh, we're at here. They need to fix the maggot layer in other zones. Fix them? I don't know. It is annoying when you're one of the builds that can't do it, I guess, but... Druid is actually goated in the whatchamacallit maggot layer. I mean, not if you're a summon Druid, I suppose, but... Molten Boulder and stuff just rips. But yeah, if you're a summon Druid, I guess be a different story, huh? But yeah, there are some areas that are better for others. Obviously, like, teleport is just clutch for movement, and like, I don't know. It's tough to... I kind of like having... And this is a take that most people don't agree with, I guess. I like having some characters that are worse at, like, more things than other characters. Just having, like, differing, you know, differences between the characters. You're like, I know this one's a little bit worse, but, like, I'm going to play it, and it's still good, you know? You can still do stuff, so... That's just me, though. So, yeah, Eagle Mob. The thing, too, is get yourself a Telly Staff. Even just right here, bing, bang, boom, 33 charges. You can easily handle the maggot layer, no problem with the Telly Staff. Which I know you can't get until after Act 2 of normal, but... Any tips for Merc to survive P8 cows? Have perfect gear is about the only thing I can give you. Try a super high... a super high Ethereal Insight or Infinity, and Darrow's Visage with a Ral Rune, and a Fortitude. Beyond that, cows just rip. So you just have to keep, like... If you're going after cows, in P7 cows and you want your Merc to survive, every time he runs up to cows like that, you have to bring him back, and then he'll run up to cows again, and then you gotta bring him back, and then you attack. And then when he runs up, you teleport back again. Or you teleport back again. Attack, 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 teleport back. That's the only way. Yeah. Beyond that, I mean, getting a cold mercenary will help him survive a little bit too. But you have to have life leech somewhere on your mercenary for him to survive much at all too, so... I guess there's some good tips for you. What they do with Mosaic for this season? Nothing. It's still... it's deactivated on ladder. I think that they're still like thinking about what to do with it. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not an expert on what the Blizzard does, you know, so. Hey, gobble them up. There we go. Yeah, if you don't want to go farm these leapers, yeah, I think I might skip leapers. Bugs will do. Slay demons faster. There you go. Wait, I thought Mephisto was next. Am I dumb? Oh my gosh, I am dumb. I am dumb. Ancient's Way, I see. I was looking at the offline single player for some reason. Whoopsie. So it has this not great one. Icy Cellar is Garbaggio for Terrazone. And then the one with all the million temples in Act 3 that's really not fun for me as well. Well, that's unfortunate. I wasn't paying attention. Chisholm? Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub! Oh, appreciate ya. Do you mean Act 1 Merc with Insight? You could do Act 1 Merc with Insight if you want them to kind of stay back. I find they get chopped down no matter what, though. They do stay back and try to stay alive a little bit better, but they're so weak. The Act 1 is that they can stay back and survive. Yeah, I've done it before. I've seen it done before with other people do it, but they tend to always get chopped down regardless. So maybe I was thinking about maybe just setting up a little, because my character's not super powerful. Just set up a little bit of split MF for a second. Maybe I'd go run the pits and then whoever else wanted to join, hop into the other areas. So, yeah, I'll just set it to 3 people so it doesn't get, you know, I don't want it to be too crazy strong. So yeah, let me look at something real quick too, by the way. Okay. I was gonna post in my Discord the password if any Discord members wanted to join first. I'll give you guys the first option, I guess. I'll just post the game name and password under Discord under posted games. So if anybody wants to look at that, and by the way, this hosted games channel on my Discord, anybody can host games in there, by the way. It's always been an idea that I wanted people to host chaos games and terrorize games and stuff like that in their cow games. I don't know how to get people to utilize it though, you know, and maybe it's just not the best idea. I'm not sure, but I thought it was a good idea to have one place where the whole community could post the games in there, and then you could like keep the runs going, and you know, I'm not sure. Well, yeah, we'll do that. And I'm just going to go run the pits, I think. And if anyone else wants to hop in here, maybe you can blast and you can do a ton of stuff in the amount of time it takes me to do one pit run or whatever. Or maybe you could do a cow run or something. So, yeah. So I posted the game name and password up in my Discord under hosted games. And like I said, anyone can host a game in there. Right now, you could host a bell run in there if you wanted to. Yeah, you can get into voice chat and stuff. I was hoping to do that. I played a little bit last night, but there wasn't anybody in voice chat. I was hoping to hop in there, but nobody was on at the time, so I just played for like an hour by myself, just chilling. Voice chats are, you know, just get interesting. Everybody's, you know, interesting hanging out with the boys, hearing the nonsense, chatting about whatnot. You know how it is. The boys. Hope you're doing well. One Eye, appreciate you. Sir Fox finished his LK thing. Oh, I didn't know he finished it. Congrats to that lunatic for doing that. Jeez. Absolutely crazy thing that he did, yeah. On night 2, weird. Yeah, I mean, people must have been busy or something. I thought about hopping in there and wait and seeing if someone see my name and hopped in there, but then I just didn't. For who knows why. And maybe everyone else was thinking that too. They looked and they're like, oh, no one's in there. Could have been one of those situations. Like, you didn't do it, I didn't do it because you weren't doing it. Oh, well, I wasn't doing it because you weren't doing it. Yeah, one of those. One of those. Another shard. Okay, well, maybe the shards are dropping a bit much, huh? Woo! What a fellas, Hurt Locker, welcome in. 1 year, 9 months. Yeah, it's a lot of LK. See, I don't mind LK. I kind of enjoy it. For a little bit. Not for almost 2 years straight running LK. He didn't only run LK. He did some other stuff. He was doing some other challenges that were like huge too, but yeah, that's too much LK for me. Even being an LK enjoyer, you know what I mean? YOLO. So yeah, shout out anybody who wants to hop in. I got these set up for split MF for 3 people. Posted the game name and password up in the Discord. If anybody's interested in hopping in here, I'm just doing pit runs, and you can do a chaos run if you want to, a cow run, or anywhere you want to. Besides pits, that is. Link in the description to Discord, by the way, or a card there on Twitch, so. Put the guns away. Ooh! No. It's joking. I haven't lifted in like at least a month. Just hadn't been feeling good, and I'm starting to get to the point where every time I lift, I get so sore. Like I can't walk for like a month, like a full week afterwards. So now it's like, if I do legs, I can't walk. So I can't do legs. Like I have to do legs on Thursday before, like the day after my bowling league, so that they're not so sore that I can bowl next Wednesday. I'm not even joking. So it's like, I'm about to have old age, I'm gonna have to switch to cardio, or like, I'm gonna be the guy with 135 on the squat rack, you know? Like, that's the most I can do without getting so sore that I can't walk for a week. Ah, man. Old people like us. Am I right? Well, me anyways. Can't talk for you guys, but I'm gonna assume that you're old. It's one of your favorite zone, Eagle Mob? Yeah, me too. Ease of slay, and yeah, easy to find. I'm gonna keep the game name the same I posted as the password that I posted up in the Discord if anybody wants to join me. No big deal if I run it solo too, no big deal. I think this season I want to do off meta stuff. Started a rabies druid, oh man. Deoxys, I believe on the pronunciation. I'm not a pronunciation expert, but rabies druid, I've never played that one, actually. I've watched people play it. I'm just like, ugh. It just doesn't, you know. NMC's a young 37. Oh, went to the wrong waypoint. Die. Miasma Chain is at where it's at. It is a good build. It is a good build. A lot of the Warlock builds are pretty similar in power. Now, I might just not be an excellent min-maxer, but out of the Warlock builds that work pretty good, I would say this is probably the weakest, but also it can kill anything because it's magic damage. So, the Tainted Blood Boil, from what I've seen anyways, oh, I didn't get rid of all this stuff, is probably one of the best, if not the best. The Fire one works really good. The Echoing Strike still works really good. Maybe Echoing Strike and this is about the same. I don't know, it's hard to say. But I think they're all close to each other. And they work pretty good. Several builds, so yeah. Yeah. Hold on one second. My daughter's at a excuse me. At a play date, and the mom or whatever texted me here. Okay, sorry. I had to drive her over to a little play date. Since she's not going to be here, I think me and Galback are going to go out to dinner maybe tonight with this impromptu time off from having the kiddo. We were thinking about taking her to like B-dubs or something anyways. We're like, well, forget her. We'll go get some margaritas or something. Must not be this way, huh? Oh, maybe it's not either. That's not the pit. Ogriax. Ooh, I want to grab that. Wait, actually, let me check. There is an excuse. It's not a good excuse, but it is an excuse. Ah, three-socketed Ogriax, so you can make a Malison for declone running, or when you go after declone eventually. Where are we at here? Sorry, I'm getting so far behind here, all these random things I say. Another shard. Wow, they are all of a sudden... Maybe I've just been running areas that are so low a level that they don't drop as often or something. Because all of a sudden it seems like they're dropping like multiple of them per pit run, right? And stuff like that, so... Huh. Well, that's why you play the game. I'll make sure you get a good example of how everything is here. You were over in Kermit's Discord. Gotcha. Hellforge plate. Actually a clutch option for the Merc, if I'm not mistaken here. My memory's serving me. Doesn't it have life and strength or something? Oh yeah, life and all res to kind of help out your Merc. Because getting your reses made up is kind of important. So, knocked it off the list! What am I doing here? I'm going real slow. Let me check up over this corner, actually. This bum. Did you being grumpy old man wear off on her? I guess so. I'm always grumpy old man. That never changes, Marty, so. That's what made her fall in love with me. Enjoy the dinner day. Appreciate you, Vivi. It's not like goated, but yeah, it's just like a little budget option you can use that I've used before and add the Act Mercenary. Because yeah, making up these resistances, getting these capped out is clutch, but I can't take off this 6 strength armor just yet. Free night without the kids, yeah. The other one's working. I mean, yeah, the other kid's 20, so he's independent for the most part. Just nowadays, you know, kids can never afford to move ever out, so don't blame them. It's a jungle out there, as they say, I guess, huh? Also, I didn't move out of my parents' house till I was what? 20. I moved out when I was like 23, and then I moved back for like 8 months, and then I moved out like when I was like 25. But yeah. Defiance Merc for summoners. Okay, the Defiance is defense, right? Interesting. Okay. I like how you can drop the chains and then you can like teleport or whatever. I haven't used it a lot with the tele staff like this though. Maybe like you go like this and you can tele and bring them with you. That might be pretty wild once you have Enigma. You know what I mean? I haven't had a chance to test that out. I thought it only worked with the knife, but then I found out it worked with the teleport too. I thought it only worked with the knife skill, but like if you teleported it would break it. I thought before, but I was thought incorrectly. Okay. I'm gonna hop to 6669. Password's still up in the Discord if anybody wants to join just some 3-person split MF. I was hoping to get 3. But I can just run it myself too, no problem. I can just see you complaining about kids these days, talking about because my daughter, maybe. No, my daughter complains way more than I do. I'm going to ask you something, Dad, but you're probably going to say no. Can I take my tablet here and here and here and here and take my tablet everywhere I go? No. And then you just hear it for the next 45 minutes all about like, oh yeah, I better not ask you. You're just going to say no about it. You know how kids are. Like, you listen here. Good old kids, you guys know. Hurt, like I said, you did the same, talking about moving out, moving back in, moving out with your parents and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty common, I think, nowadays for kids to live at home, like go to college, come back, live at home for a little while and stuff like that. So, Levendale with Enigma. This build is so fun. Yeah, I'll try it eventually with the good gear. So, yeah, the only, so let's see, Defiance on the Act 2 Merc. I use it sometimes for what? Maybe. What build did I use that on? I only used it once in a while on something, and everyone always questioned me on it. And I was like, well, I don't think the Cold Aura really helps me because I nuke everything so fast. I forget, was it like Fist of the Heavens maybe or something? I forget. Or wait, do you max out Defiance for Fist of the Heavens? So maybe I don't remember what I don't know what I'm talking about here. I forget stuff. Shocker, I know, right? Brendan Nell, what's going on? I'm using you guys for increased drop odds. Well, I was hoping so. Some people would join up, but nobody's. Everyone's at work right now, probably and stuff like. Well, no, it's Saturday. Everyone's busy. Everyone's busy on the holiday weekend, so no big deal. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me and hitting the like button on YouTube. Can griffins drop in cows? So, Griffin's Eye, if I'm not mistaken, can drop in cows incredibly rarely. It can only drop from the super unique cows, I believe. And you hear the tone of my voice here. I can't remember the details on it fully, but I think technically the super unique cows are high enough level to drop a Griffin's Eye. But it's like, it would take you like 1 in, oh, do that again, 50,000 cow runs or something. So, but it can happen, I believe, technically. Because yeah, isn't Griffin's only like a level 82 item or something, like way lower than what I thought it was, or 83 or 80? I don't know. I don't remember. These are definitely, I don't know if you ever heard me say this before. This is definitely a don't quote me bro type situation. Because it's Sunday, bro. Yes, it's Memorial Day weekend. So like nobody has school, and well, not nobody, but a lot of people don't have work on Monday and stuff. Did I say it was Saturday? I might have said that. What I say isn't as important as what I meant to say. You know how it is. We'll skip the other side. I'm already over here. Can griffins drop in the pits when you're not streaming? You know what? I haven't. I believe it can, yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah. Yep, it can actually. Eagle says, real question, can your kid even survive without the internet? A little bit. I don't let her use her tablet very often. But she is watching TV on Netflix now instead of, you know, back in the day we'd watch TV, you know, regular TV, you know, so. Oh yeah, I was gonna save this if I ever get a bunch of amethysts eventually to re-roll. I got 2 of those now. Try to get 4 sockets on them, but I need a bunch of amethysts. A couple of them anyways. Everyone should be sent to Amish for a year. Well, that's a bit much, but... I think my dog... What just happened? Give me 1 second. My daughter, who's at the playdate, just accidentally called me from her watch phone or something. I don't know what just happened. Must have been an accident. I think she tried to send me a picture and she hit the wrong button and like... Enough for a hysteria armor. Maybe. The thing is I need, right now, I need this strength. On this hysteria, I believe I looked it up and it does not have strength on it. I could be wrong. Let me double check that. That sounds like something I could be wrong about. Here, I'm pulling up the thing right now. Hysteria. Whoop. It has, yeah, it's got dex. So I need the strength right now. Hysteria is definitely an Act 2 Merc option. If you were talking to me, sometimes I will read a question and I'm like, oh, you were referring to somebody else. Whoops. Yeah, look at this book I'm using too. Random blue book. I definitely need to upgrade some stuff for sure. But I can't find a good grimoire. Grimoire. Greetings from Hungary. Appreciate you. Kind words. Do you even trust your kid to go out without consequences? Yeah, nowadays it is much like that. Like you go to the park and stuff, you take your kid to the park, there's almost like nobody ever there. But then you go to like these places that are like, it's like an indoor park that costs like $40 an hour and it's like just packed with people and you're like, you realize almost the same thing is free, that, or like it's paid for through the taxes already, right? But just nobody will go there, you know? Because like the poor riffraff like myself take your kids there. They don't want to. Yeah, I get you, Vive. This is true. Not like when we were kids, you could just ride your bike to the playground by yourself and stuff. Yeah. Oh, hysteria for the warlock since I'm running all the time. I already have. I mean, stealth gives you 25. I don't know what does hysteria give you 40 maybe. Yeah. It's something I'd put on the Merc though, because hysteria has walk, run, and attack speed, right? So it's definitely an okay / pretty good budget option there. Oh, another shard, huh? Well, maybe they are dropping a little bit often, like I mentioned before. 9 res, that's not enough reses. Flawless amethysts. You'll need to be able to survive without technology. No internet, no devices, no shortcuts. Real independence starts here. I mean, it's good to know, of course. I mean, the one thing I don't like is how I look at this. Let's see, 173 strength acquired. Oh, it does say 188 over here because I can put it on. It was blowing my mind last night. I'm like, why can't this guy use it? Look at his strength. It was like this. I'm like, his strength is 185. This requires 173, but I forgot that the elevation levitation mastery. So, yeah, it's actually 188. I need to get it up to, huh? So 85. Oh no, it's gonna get to 87 because he gets 2 strength per level. Devastating. So we need a couple more levels. No. Mark says 85 walk run on the Hysteria? Really? That sounds like a lot. I did just pull it up, didn't I? It is 65. That is a lot. Yeah, I mean, FCR is not particularly needed on this build, since I don't have Enigma, so I'm not really teleporting a ton. You know, I'm not, the chains you throw down on FCR, I guess, but, I mean, I don't use those a lot, to be perfectly honest. Because they're like, they don't last long enough to use all the time, to be honest. I forget. Let me look into that too. How long did these say they last up? Duration 5.6 seconds. Doesn't feel like that long. I'm gonna be honest. It does not feel that long. Does not feel that long. Where was I? Oh, it's right here. Perfect. MMC says most parks are homeless shelters now. Not where I live. Not where I live. But yeah, I know obviously different parts of the country struggle with that kind of stuff more than others. Obviously, the woods in Michigan aren't very welcoming to, you know, for, hey, homeless people don't want to live in the woods in Michigan, you know what I mean? Like, in the winter, you'd probably die. 4 sockets! Oh. Bob, welcome in! Hello, hello. Kelly said the Levitation Master got him so many times, too. I'm glad it's not just me. Glad it wasn't just me. Makes me feel 800% better. Oh, I like that. I don't know if it was like that too, but when the monster dies, the chains drop on the ground right where they get taken out, and then you can like run away with them. I don't know if it was like that before, but I'm glad it does that. If it wasn't like that before, for some reason I would think that the chains, the looped around chains, just disappeared before. I could be wrong though. You don't have hill people? Hill people. I guess not. I don't know exactly what that means. Like the hills have eyes type of thing? Not sure what you mean by that. BV says you live in a small town, but you say there's still a ton of homeless people. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate all around, because obviously people don't want homeless people everywhere in their neighborhoods and stuff around their houses, but then homeless people are homeless after all, and that doesn't sound very fun either. I would see being married with kids and friends and a family and stuff is far superior. I've never been homeless before, so maybe it is awesome. I don't know. But I would guess. Let's go this way. So yeah, bad all around, I'd say. Yeah, I feel like there tends to be more homeless people where it's warmer out. That's what I hear. Strakes, yo! Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Ooh, oh, there's a cool one. All right, good old wolf howl. Ah, woo! Legendary. Someone's gonna want that. There's some barb out there that wants that wolf howl. I promise you. Didn't roll perfect, did it? 555. Wait a second. How does wolf howl roll? For some reason, is it? For some reason, I think it's 666, but I'm not sure exactly. It could be 555. Oh, I can look in the Chronicle now. I forgot. Armors. Helmets. Oh, Barbarian. Wolfhowl. Yeah, it is 666 on the maxes. Okay. So many things roll differently on here. If you get a perfect Wolfhowl, I hear they're worth like a ton because they're impossible to get. I've never had one. Certainly. Alan, yo! Another one. Thank you so much coming in with the Twitch Prime sub. Accidentally sang a Slipknot song? I don't remember what I said. I know most of the popular ones anyways. So I, you know, remember. Nothing about pushing my fingers into my eyes. I don't know what I said. See, Biv found a good one. Let's see. 3 bow, 3 increased speed, 96 life. So like a magic one. It's interesting. I did find a couple barb things. If there's elite barb that's also then transforms into a werewolf, I got the stuff for you. Are you happy with the patch? I think so. I mean, I'm not much of change. I'm kind of anti-change guy regardless. So with that being said, they changed the stuff. They put the Warlock in the game. It's staying in the game. Thunder Charms aren't leaving. Terror Zones aren't leaving. So under that umbrella of how the world is, because sometimes you just have to accept the way the world is. I'm kind of happy with it, I guess. But I remain open to maybe seeing a couple of little things. It does seem like I've heard, and it does seem that way, that maybe these are dropping a bit much, maybe. So maybe. I don't know about the statues yet necessarily. I haven't really done that kind of stuff, so yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like, what am I doing here? Master Chief and Dooms. They're gonna add skins. I don't know about that. Don't know about that. Boy. Add a whole skin shop and stuff. I do doubt that. Will I return to offline in the future? Yes, absolutely. Will it be a week from now, 2 weeks from now? You know, will I play the entire season until the next season starts? I can't tell you for sure, but yes, I will definitely at some point play offline single player again. What is this thing? This isn't a new item, is it? This is like, not Black Bog, is it? Memory, work better. Jade Tandu, gotcha. It is almost confusing to me that, because, you know, offline single player still has the glitch where it says everything is always eligible for the Chronicle, but online does not. So it kind of confuses my brain when I see it, and it's not saying eligible for Chronicle, I'll be honest. This must be the way out, huh? Yeah. Oop. Levendil, I missed the context of what you're replying to, but at Warlock is fixed and we no longer play D2, alright. Funny. What level are you? Great, just over 80. So not, I don't really try to get super high levels or anything. I more go out and farm areas that are good for farming gear. And try to, you know, I just get the levels as I need them, and the levels just kind of come as they do, you know what I mean? I should have been in Arachnus Mesh, tell you that much. An ethereal one at that. Ike. I'm gonna check real quick what the next TZ is. Secret cow level next. Ooh. You know what? I'll just post it up in the regular in the channel here. It is a half hour from now, but yeah, how about I host some TZ cow games, huh? It's not really great for experience, but who doesn't like some TZ cows, right? Started playing D2 again since Warlock drop, playing Demon Summons. Not for the life of me get Bind Demon to work right. So you don't just Bind Demon when you use it. That's not the right chain. Bind Demon, don't want the demon. You have to, if you lower the monster's health, it's more likely to work. Like a lot more likely. And then these are these aren't demons. You're a demon. Ah, the problem is they die too fast. You have to sit there and like this. Like channeling it. See, I couldn't bind him before my Merc killed him. That's part of the problem with it now. That, let's try this again. So you have to damage them and get their health down a little bit. How much? I don't know exactly that. See, can I do this without... Dang. Yeah, I just keep killing them on accident. Nope, couldn't get him. So that's what you got to do, though. I can't, impossible. Maybe I missed that it was, Oh! Let me just wreck my boy. Oh, I got one. I got one. Oh, it said I had one. He must have died. It died instantly. So, I guess good story, Phil. but yeah. There we go. See, I got him. But yeah, you got to make sure you look into Bind Demon. So I don't think it says it here, actually. I think you need 5 hard points to be able to bind a champion. 10 hard points to bind a super unique, or a unique monster. And 15 points to bind a super unique. So if you're trying to go get Hephasto like you did before, you need at least 15 hard points. I believe. Hard points, right? Hard points, I believe. Or maybe it is soft points. I'd have to look it up again, because I don't really use the Bind Demon much anymore. But you need a bunch of points into Bind Demon to be able to bind those super uniques. It's either soft or hard points. I'm sorry, I can't remember. So maybe someone in chat knows for sure. But yeah. Abyss looks like it's going great. It goes pretty good. It works on like everything, and it's pretty powerful. I don't have a lot of plus skills or nothing, so. Get rid of this guy. What does his little bonuses do just by chance? 4 magic absorb. Let's go! I'm just curious what his little... Oh, I didn't get my Merc back. That's what I meant to do. One of the things. I think it's hard points, 10, 15, 20. I thought they lowered it to 5, 10, 15. Could be wrong, though. I would not trust myself, but I also seem to remember that for some reason. Ancient Tunnels for a Cold Sork? I would definitely recommend that, yeah. No, if you're a Cold Sork and you don't have any way of breaking immunities, you can do Terror Zones when they pop up, when it's one that's actually good for your build. But I would not just go, like, terrorize Frigid Highlands and be like, I gotta plow through here and just skip the ones that are immune to cold because I'm supposed to do Terror Zones. No, don't do that. If I was some kind of Cold Sork, I would be doing Andy, Meph, Ancient Tunnels, Stony Tombs, some other stuff, you know. So yeah. 20 soft points for the aura. Yeah, I know the aura, but I thought, I mean, I'd have to look it up on the patch notes again to see what they said. If it is, what it is to be able to bind a super unique. I'd have to look up again. I could be wrong. It could just be the 10, 15, 22. I might just be wrong. It's possible. Yeah, with a little bit of a... If I was a better player, this would even be a lot faster too. The chains are pretty kind of clunky once, like this early on, I guess. I more so just use the chains for act bosses at this point, to be honest. Yeah, we'll grab it for the gold. 39. Level 2 tunes, tried Nova, but you're getting wrecked. Nova, yeah, Nova you gotta play a certain way. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, Nova's good for like farming keys and like, then just simple things like Eldritch Shank, and really it's a big key farmer or just going areas with a bunch of weak trash. So, where are we at here? Oh, sorry, up here, Elusive Enigma. How was the ladder start? Lost service in the mountains you set up a minute ago. It was okay. Yeah, it was okay. Mad Dog says he thinks that VV was right, that I was 10, 15, 20 on the points for binding a super unique and whatnot. Gotcha, okay. For some reason I thought they lowered it, but multiple people saying I'm wrong. We'll go with wrong. Burton Brussels says he thinks you'll see 90% Udars this season because with 20 soft points you can get a random aura, so you just keep getting one over and over again until you get the right aura you want. Yeah, that's as soon as I heard about the changes in the PTR, that's what I did instantly. I just went out and got a random Udar or whatever. Yeah, so that's what I did too. I figured that'd be the best, but Dark Dragon says he thinks that the reduced curse proccing chance is what kind of killed the Bind Demon. Yeah, I mean, cursed you just shouldn't be able to get on Bound Demon, in my opinion. That's just too much. To just walk out, and the thing is, Terra Zones, like this one right here is extra strong. You can get a cursed Terra Zone, so you can just easily, like, get any monster to be cursed, you know what I mean? Like, it just seems too much, in my opinion. And then just break all immunities and do 5x the amount of damage you could do before. It just is, like, crazy. Has New Thunder dropped for me yet? So, as soon as the patch dropped, I hopped on a single-player character. And the second Herald I took out dropped a Thunder Charm. So, in this season, though, with this budget character out here farming, I have not found a Thunder Charm yet, no. I haven't been, you know, I'm not super high level. I haven't blasted. I don't have Enigma and stuff like you see some people have Enigma already and stuff. You know, I'm like, nah, I just play normally. I don't take handouts. I don't buy gear. You know, nothing like that. So we'll see, though. I could get lucky and find a Thunder Charm here, since you can kind of find them anywhere now, I guess, as long as they're in a high enough level. Like the pits here, I should be able to find a Thunder Charm. I don't know the rarity, though. It's probably pretty rare. You know what? Why don't I look it up? I should look it up. Like, I don't know the odds of, like, because, you know, you look up the odds from a super unique, or from a unique monster in the pits, kind of calculate out roughly how many runs it should take, blah, 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 to find Tyrell's Might or something. You can do that with Thunder Charm, obviously. Our statues are worth set statues at the moment. Not sure what you're asking there. First Cold Thunder from Diablo yesterday. Nice. Was that normal Diablo? Or a TZ of some kind? Not either way, congratulations. I was just curious. Okay. This is going to be a good... I need a good base with some good skills for... Well, that's not going to do it. Splendor book. Gotcha. A regular one, huh? Gotcha. Regular Diablo. No TZ. Multi-shot pit lords or harpies for curses are good. Yeah, I guess those harpies, they do just like inherently curse stuff, huh? As the monster type? Is that what you're getting at? I didn't really think of that one. Pit lords I was grabbing some of those. Pretty much I would go out to the River of Flames. Whatever they're called in that area, anyways. And if I got an Udar, I got an Udar. If I got a, you know, a Venom Lord or a Pit Lord or whatever, I'd take one of those, or, you know, just whatever. I wasn't too picky about it. But if you actually put some points into the Bind Demon and stuff in Blood Oath, they do survive all right. They don't face tank, you know, P8 Ubers or anything, but... Probably look at the screen, huh? I didn't even look up when they took those monsters out. Right after this run, a couple minutes before TZ. Well, actually, we got a lot of time. 3:45. Why did I think it was 3:50? Well, that's fine. I'm gonna look up at the odds of a Sunder Charm dropping off of one of these, you know, uniques in here, unique monsters that the TC87 dropped. So it should definitely be able to. And I don't know the odds on it, according to the drop odds calculators, anyways. Why not? Are you able to live purely off stream and user and random numbers? I've been full-time streaming in YouTube for like over 6 years now, actually. Yeah, about 4 months or 6 months after D2R came out, I started doing it full-time. Pretty risky, but we made it work. Consume Demon is worth it. Kind of for like what I'm doing here, because I have enough to bring up 2 of them, and then I consume one. So if you look right here, when I consume him, you get plus magic skill damage minus. So this particular thing gives you magic plus minus, the Defiler. This one gives you fire, this one gives you physical, I believe. As for going out and consuming other random monsters, I don't know that it's really ever going to be worth it, unless... I don't know, it would have to be something crazy strong, and like that it gave you, like they'd have to change it to make it something crazy strong that it gave you. And it'd have to be something real easy to get, like a carver or something. Do I like other ARPGs? No, nowadays, especially since I played D2R as my full-time like job, like this is what I do for a living. I have not played another video game. Like I hardly ever play other video games now. Hardly ever. I think it's Ral Am, right? Oh, I only got 1 Am. Ooh, do I want to do this? To try to get 4 open sockets in this. An Elite Ethereal 4-socket pole arm. I think I do, because an Elite Ethereal 4-socket pole arm right now is probably worth something just to trade. Like, quite a bit. So I think I'm going to gamble it. I could find another Amarin, no problem, right? Anybody want to make a Breath of the Dying Great Poleaxe? Epoch Catharsis says this seems to thread quite ferocious. Wait, what did I say? Shred quite effectively. It works pretty good. I don't think it's the fastest just because of the 2-second delay on Abyss and the chains are a bit clunky or whatever, but it's magic damage that almost nothing in the entire game is immune to. So yeah. Thoughts on PD2? I personally don't like it. I think they just change and keep changing stuff way too much. But I haven't played it since I completely switched my channel to only... And I only played Project Diablo 2 and only made Project Diablo 2 videos for like 6 months, 9 months. And they kept changing everything and changing everything and changing everything. And every season, they changed everything in the whole game. And I was like, alright, I'm done with this. Like, they won't stop changing everything. That's me. Everyone else, please play whatever makes you happy. Please, I beg you. Where would see? Bob up here a minute ago. Sorry, getting behind, trying to keep up here. Arax early, paid for 420. Oh, keep reading. Oculus, Shaco, etc., etc., etc. Gotcha. Yeah, a huge Arax early on. I was like, you paid for your 420, huh? Congratulations. Yeah, early drops that are something like that. Like when I found that Griffins on like the second or third day of ladder, whatever it was, a year or two back. Oh. Just huge. On PlayStation, had impossible to get Sunders. Now they're popping up left and right for trade. They're gonna pop up for trade, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Because random people are gonna find Sunders that are not the Sunder that they want, and then they're gonna trade that and get whatever they can, or maybe get the Sunder that they do want. So that makes sense. Like every day on ladder, the first day of ladder, like you always find stuff. I found a Burr rune on the first day of ladder, literally the night we played through ladder, went out, killed monsters, found a Burr. Like that's how it works, you know. Another season, the second day, like I said, I found a Griffins. I've found, you know, someone grabbed a Shaco on the Nightmare Bale playthrough like two or three seasons ago. Like that's just normal, you know. People finding items in Diablo 2, right? This is killing faster than Echoing Strike was? No, not at all. This is Players 1 difficulty in Act 1 unterrorized pits, you know what I mean? Like, Echoing Strike would be killing this fast on Players 7 right now. Like, full games. I would say this is killing about as fast as a budget Fist of the Heavens Paladin. Which makes sense. I mean, they're both magic damage. They probably just... Now that I think about it, I wonder if they just looked at the damage amount on Fist of the Heavens and went copy-paste. You know? I mean, that would be... That's how you'd get it in line with the other characters, I guess. That never crossed my mind before, but it's possible. Maybe not a bad idea to look at what worked in the past to decide what should work in the future, huh? Maybe. You wish there was more builds that could access PA content? There's like dozens and dozens and dozens of builds that could do PA content. You just got to get good gear. Thousands of builds, I might even say. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Bob says using the killing monsters on the way to the Countess strat that I mentioned. Found high runes. There you go. I've definitely found high runes like that before, yeah. For sure. Nostalgia says, yeah, the PD2 devs do change stuff just for the sake of it. It seems that way anyways. But you don't mind it. Yeah, some people like that thing. I'm personally anti-change guy. I don't like every season. It feels like you're doing another research paper because you have to figure out how everything works again, right? So Intersaki, I do not have a build guide for this exact thing right here at the moment. I probably should get on that. You are right. Why does fall only work on, you know, 3/4 of the game, not everything? I think I'm gonna go do a cat or one of these runs real quick for cows, maybe if I can get it done. I think it's something. It's because of like the lore of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, just like the idea of what the holy bolts is. You know. And then they kind of like shoehorned in demons too to make it so that it was more viable. Because I think the idea behind it really totally is like, what it does is because when you shoot your people, it heals them. But if you hit an undead with a healing, that actually is like, because their life is like a skeleton. Think of Zero as being like you're dead. and their life is like negative, and a living person's is positive. So a health potion will bring their life up, and if you bring them up to 0, then they become dead because they've reached 0, which is dead. You know what I mean? But then they just kind of went, you know what? We'll just make it, you know, let's make it. Oh, yo, what's going on? Hopped in here. So yeah, after I get this run, I'm probably gonna hop it to. I'll just open it up to P7 and I'll just shout out what the game name is or whatever, and kind of fill her up for a P7 easy cow, I guess. Oop, I'm way behind here. Jeez, sorry, I'm getting behind on the chat. Lore of the cow level? No. I was just talking about how, like, you know, why it's supposedly working the way it is, like based upon if the game was reality and they're trying to justify it in reality. You know what I'm saying? So, Lord of Sace, Grand Triumphs, roll 40 life. Yeah. So to get 40 to life, you don't have to be super high leveled. It's just to get 45 to life on a skiller. So yeah, Desace would definitely be able to drop a 40 to life. 45 to life, if you're talking outside of Terror Zones, it's just Bale, Diablo, and Neelithak. I'd have no idea what level you need to technically be, the minimum anyways, to get 40 to life. I don't know if it's like 80 or something, I don't know. Whoa! Do you think they should add pants in the game? So like you can put on boots, but you can't put on pants? Pauldrons, or whatever they're called? I don't know. I don't know. I kind of always just revert to, you know, like, you know what? I'm anti-change guy, so I'm going to go with no. That's usually what I go with. It's way easier than to really think deeply about everything. You can just say, I'm anti-change guy, so I'm just going to say no. What's going on here? I don't like this map. Do you think we'll get a solo self-found ladder? I don't think so. What's going on? Solo self-found kind of defeats the purpose of playing online, to be straight up. Like, anybody who wants to do solo self-found ladder, you can just play offline single player, right? I don't know the purpose of playing offline and then never playing with anybody, right? Good old whatever that thing's called. Skaggerin. Yo! Yeah, I thought I would recognize the name, of course, but I was like, wait a second, have I been reading that wrong the whole time? Thank you so much for the 12 months of Twitch Prime sub. I've had that happen before. Oh no, you're a channel member for a year. I've been reading your name wrong this whole time and you never said nothing. Awkward. Oh, got that Amrune right back. Let's go. Don't die, please. Don't die, Phil. You can do it. Superior Shako. We're at 58 already. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make the next game. I appreciate you hopping here, tight. You can hop in the next game too, of course. But I'm gonna make a cow game, and I'll just make it open to P8, and anyone can jump in here that wants. I'll just shout it out in chat here. So we're gonna go cow fill 12. TZ. Let me double check and make sure cows is TZ next. Really? Yeah, secret cow level is next. So we're just gonna be a minute early. We can, I'm gonna do no password, so TZ cow fill 1-2. And then we can go ahead and jump in here. Pauldrons for the shoulder. Tacits and, oh, okay. I could, okay, it's possible. I'm not a medieval armor expert, for sure. Pauldron, I guess you are right, yeah, I remember. TZ cow fill, if anyone wants to join up and run some TZ cows, if you're not out with the fam or at work or anything like that. I'll go ahead and, get some charges here. I did notice too, playing last night, hopping into pub games, there's like so many less warlocks this season. because the build's not completely busted. Oh, I don't have the waypoint. I hopped into a game. I was a warlock, and there was one other warlock in the game, and all the rest of them were different characters. So appreciate you for the. I will steal a waypoint. That's for sure. You're going that way. I'll go out this way. Whoever finds it first, huh? Oof, can't help myself. See, look how much slower it is on players 3 here. You see? You see how much slower this is on P3 with this? Still works for sure, but... Oh, here it is. I found it. Oop. Yeah, I made it a public game because I was thinking maybe we wouldn't be able to fill it up at the moment, so. Your pronunciation is all good. Appreciate you. Everybody knows it's Ogre. It is known. It is known. It says full. Oh no, I made it 3 people. I forgot to change the amount. Thank you for letting me know. I'm an idiot. Once again. All right, I'm going to make a new game. Yeah, they probably know. We're going to go 13. And we're going to raise it to more than 3 people. I got the leg anyways. Gosh, this guy. Bunch of sorks and pallies and stuff. Well, yeah, in the game I was in, it was me and one other warlock. There was a barb. There was a couple sorks, a couple pallies. Yeah. I don't remember what all for sure, but I will be honest. I was carrying everybody. I'm not even lying. I'm not like bragging or nothing, but I was like, oh my gosh, you guys aren't doing anything. And on P8, this build is not really like good enough to be like, oh shoot, I did not want to go there. Boy, just rifled through these potions here. Boy, look at you guys wrecking the Hammerden and the Sork here, just going crazy. I need these potions here. I might need to up the loot filter a little bit for stuff like this. P8 cows is a lot of stuff dropping. Some of them Bale games lacking DPS. Yeah, I was hopping in some chaos runs and a couple of cow runs like this, you know. And yeah, there was some DPS lacking, that's for sure. But it is what it is, I guess. I have no problem. You get extra experience if you kill the monster rather than leeching, so I guess I'll take it. It's just a really slow run, even though I got the more experience. I didn't want to do that. Oh. Yeah, see, I'm not very good playing that knife, right? Got a ruby, I guess. Oh, I would have loved that hell rune. I got a few of them, though. I'm just joking. What level am I now? Low 80s, low 80s. I do need to get some more levels. Oof. That's one of the things, yeah. Pub games. I love pub games. Everyone's scary in for the drops. Myself included. Oh yeah. My demon keeps getting ripped out here. Merc's surviving with all the cold from everybody and all the stun from the barb and from my abyss and stuff. It's actually keeping the Merc alive. Pretty good, actually. Not the demon so much, though. Not this Defiler guy. Oh, I didn't even know I got those. No good anyways. The one thing I noticed too is that every book that drops, like I'm trying to look at them to see if I can get a base or like a rhyme or something like that and put on the offhand. Every book that drops, people snag it so fast. Probably looking for the same things, I guess, but you just wouldn't think, you know, that people grab it so fast. But people are on top of things around here. People are on top of it. Lure these guys in a little closer. Come to us. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Dun dun dun. Sunder charm for somebody. Lure in a whole pack of cows too. Can't see where it is. Where'd you go? Right here. There we are. Well, let's loop you up. Why not? I think that was a soul rune, right? Couldn't tell. Did I get it on accident? No. Just kidding. Congratulations if it wasn't. HB song, what's going on? I don't understand the joke, though. Mumra? I don't understand the joke. Huh, I don't know why. All these people in here or something, I guess, but my game's like hitching. Just the soul. Gotcha. Unfortunate. I was hoping someone snagged the soul, sir or something. Unfortunate. Oh well. Thundercat's villain. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Didn't have that one in the stored in the memory banks. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Quick fingies out there, yeah. No, you've never seen someone as fast as a person dealing no damage in a pub Diablo 2 game. You never seen someone grab an item as fast as. I'm kind of kidding. I'm trying to run in and grab it quick too. That barb in primo location though, just primo. And he's hammering it with the item find too, so. Need another sweet Zod from cows? I wouldn't mind it. I'm in. Whoa, my gosh. How fast? How those this sweet so fast? Oh, the person picked it up, but they didn't have any hands to anywhere in their inventory to hold it. Had to throw it back down. Nice. Which class has the best pose before character selection? The best pose? I don't know. I assume it's not good, but 6 always, yeah. Gotta be the barb, right? Almost getting a level here, too. I forget. We're at 82. I'd have to double check. Oh, the merc's right here anyways. 99, 85, 87. Yeah, I still need one more level for him to be high enough level to be able to use my current insight without strength on the armor. Definitely barb. Got an agreeer here, and you know how much I like when people agree with me, so. I missed him. I think that's, is that the new ones? I don't remember. I gotta decide where to put those points, too. See, I got 5 into here. I could get this up to 10 eventually, and then have another demon, maybe? I think I'll do that. It's not gonna help me out a ton now, but we'll go in that direction. I got this is up to 15 already, which I probably shouldn't have gone so high on that already. Sure, let's do this. I guess. Okay, looks like we're clear. Let's hop to, next game. Go ahead and create that up with 8 players allowed, by the way. Also, speaking of 8 players, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. You're the barb, you're lagging a bunch? Oh, sorry to hear that. Must be from across the pond or something. I mean, I guess I could have just went in here and went like this and send them all up, huh? I always forget about that. Bad PC only. Gotcha. No problem on thank you for the runs. No problem at all. With someone out there getting a good telly on, we got a catacomb running. No one going to get the leg. Okay. Run a little faster. We'll just runny since people are waiting on me, huh? Give me one of them crazy Rakanishu drops. One time back in the day, I was on like a level 95 paladin. I was like, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. I have still never went and rescued Rakanishu. Okay, I'm just gonna go rescue him real quick. I went out, took out Rakanishu, and he popped an Ome Rune. This is back before D2I. So funny. I was like, what? You had SC2 open, so like another game you're saying? You accidentally had 2 games open at once? Devastating. Alright, a little Mighty Might action over here. Huh? Ah, the cow chopping me in the back over here. Gotta lure them together a little bit here, huh? Magic resistant. Who does that? Got an 81 Sark there, Mr. J. Ahahaha. Nice. What did I say? I just got the 83, huh? Yeah, I don't push levels too much. Plus I die all the time, so. Oof. Got chopped. Fanaticised cows right there I gotta watch out for. Large charm, love it. Starcraft, there you go. I could see that having a PC that's not the most powerful and you got 2 games rocking and rolling at the same time. Ooh, Talrune. Good. I really hate when you run away from something like that and then you're like, oh man, you go back, look at the replay, it was like a burr or something. I want to cry. Cry, cry, cry. What are the best and worst Terror Zone mods in your opinion? Terror Zone mods. Okay, so like cursed and stuff, like probably cursed is disastrous because then you just are perpetually cursed. I don't know. I never really think about it too much, to be honest. Besides curse, kind of. There's like nothing you can do to get rid of it, you know, obviously. Highest rune you've ever found is only a pull? About the best I've had this season, so. Takes a lot of time farming high runes. Yeah, I got an Echo and Striker going on, okay. Double sockets, 2-socketed helm if anyone needs that. Murr. Winter V, what's going on? Hope I'm having a great weekend. Just been playing D2, cut the grass the other day. I dropped my daughter off at a friend's house, having a little play date today. Yeah, living the dream, you know. Helped my father-in-law get a wheelchair out of the attic for someone else that he knew to borrow it. Stone skin when you're melee. I can see that being a problem. I could see that. Whoops, didn't mean to grab whatever malarkey that was. Go. Let's see, Levendale saying hates extra strong, extra fast. Yeah, I suppose. I guess I don't know. Like I said, I barely even look at it, to be honest. Like, this is cold in champ, but I mean... Oh, I want the ruby. Got it. Nailed it. Look at me run back and snag it. Yeah, the massive stun that's on all of this warlock stuff is pretty useful. Like the knockback on Ring of Fire, this stun on Abyss, you know? Like, it's... a lot. But yeah, here would be this build on P8, huh? A little bit on the slow side, don't you say? But, you know, not every build with mega budget gear should be just blasting players 8 difficulty, you know? In my opinion. Bulba, thank you for the $10.
Happy Friday. Making my Nova Key Farmer sword. Bulba sword BUBU BOGRE. React.
Thank you so much, Bulba, for the $10. Making a key farmer, you say. There's a clutch way to get value at the beginning of ladder. For sure. Hopefully you're enjoying that. And thank you so much for the $10 dono. Streamlabs donation, like a Giga Chad boss. True Giga Chads donate through Streamlabs. That's true. This cannot be compared to Last Ladder. Yeah. You know, no. Last Ladder was like playing Diablo 3 or 4 or something. This is like playing Diablo 2. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Can't tell where though. Oh, it was over behind us, maybe. I couldn't see where they came in at, so. Definitely coming from this way, though, I see. I promise you, there they were, yeah. Hellrune! Guaranteed Sunder Charm for somebody. I need to clear this up. What is that? Yeah, looks like Automod got that. Whoever did that. Some people. What did I just hit? Okay. World Stone Shard. That's alright. Some people. Heard a charm. Hopefully for 40 to life, because I'm not high enough level. I didn't even look, I'm actually the highest level person in here. How about that? I enjoyed the zoom, but I feel like it should be with way more investment. Yeah, that's one of the things too. Like, if you absolutely blast and you have like 20 high runes worth of gear, okay, full inventory skillers. You know, you got 2 high runes type of armor. You know, 2 high runes on your weapon. You've got a super rare, unique, like somewhere. You know, like, oh sure. If you have an insight bill, and the rest of your character is naked, you should not be blasting everything in PA, right? So, I do agree. I concur. Double Sunder drop? That's crazy. That's the first time I've heard of a double Sunder. While the way the drops work, it is possible, yes. But I'd never heard that before. You're one of them lucky ones. Congratulations. One of the lucky ones. Ring, ring, ring. You took them all? Unbelievable. All right, let's hop to the next one here. 15. Ethereal Ars Diablo. Is that worth zotting? How we got here? 420. Didn't even see. What do we got for the next one coming up? Something crazy? Hopefully. Oh, Tal's Tombs next? I just say because I'm going to have to leave pretty soon, so. Tal's Tombs. We can host some tombs. I think I can play till about 5. Then I got to get ready real quick and head out of here. How's ladder treating you? It's treating me. They're already in Stony Field, so yeah, I'm not gonna head out there. It is 420, yes, I did say that. MMC, congrats on the SOJ coming out of your nose when you sneezed. That's a pretty lucky one. Pretty lucky one. Oh, my Merc got toasted. Makes sense with that, whatchamacallit. He was spamming, his town portal on accident. Wonder if he got a sling ring on. One time when I had a sling ring, I was trying to teleport away and I didn't realize what I was doing, and I did that. Just spamming the portal. Got it. Not high enough to be a 45 lifer, but hey. Skilly anyways. 21 to life. I wish. Just got it bound, so you just like slammed through an entire tome of down portals. Nice. Nah, I'm just messing around. It's not really that big a deal, is it? Yeah, I guess for this for high players count cows, I need to. I thought arrows I had blocked out. Do I not have the loot filter on at all, actually? Psych! I didn't have the loot filter on at all. I don't know how I didn't notice that. This guy. I forgot I turned it off for... I don't remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, because right now I have it set to block out potions. That's why. All I can see is... That'll be fine. I don't think I need as many potions anymore, huh? Maybe. Can a straight skiller roll into any other skiller? No, like you can't just change the skillets on it or really. I mean, you can just re-roll it with perfect gems the same way anyone re-rolls any Grand Charm if you wanted to. But you can't just go, no, I don't like combat skills for the barb. I want combat skills for the paladin. Whoop. Like, no, you can't do that. Did I look at this already? Salad Fingers up a minute ago saying even Mosaic would be fine if it really had, if it had like an actual cost to build it. Kind of, yes, sort of. Just, I would be fine. Damage output, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't even care as much though if it didn't hurt my eyes so much. Crazy how bright it is. Just crazy. Roadstone Shard, yay! Okay, we're all the way up here. Look at these guys. Fort Rune. It's way easier to grab stuff when you have your loot filter on, huh? Anti-change Phil hates loot filter. I don't hate loot filter. I just don't have mine. I like having a loot filter on, but not set as like drastically as other people do. Other people, they're like, why do you have any items showing? You know, like this and stuff. And I'm like, I just like seeing items drop. Like, I want to kill, slay demons, and have items drop. You know what I mean? Like, I hate never seeing any items drop. Apocalypse, Enhanced Entropy. Yeah. Maybe it's just me. How do we see items drops before you even see them on your screen? I don't know. Maybe the loot filter? Yeah, could be. Very quick. I'm not sure exactly. No, but I like the loot filter, but yeah. Yeah, but the Grand Charm level will work. So you're saying if you have like a 45 life skiller, or let's just say you have if you have a 45 life skiller and you re-rolled it, could it eventually become a skiller with 45 to life of a different kind? Yes. The item level doesn't change when you re-roll the Grand Charms with perfect gems. So if that's what you're asking, then yes. Ah. Nailed it. That took me one eternity to get, but for this book, no. 3-socketed Dusk, that's pretty solid. I don't remember how high they can roll, but that's solid though. Solid. That took me one eternity to get. Almost like no one else wanted to grab it. No one took his gold. Look at this. This is how you know everybody in here's champions. No one came up and took his gold. I just don't... Salad Finger says I just don't trust the loot filters. Yeah, I sort of don't either, but that's why I have it set so minimally as well. And then when I made it, I was on offline single player, and I went like... whoop, 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 and made sure that every item showed. Like I was throwing down ists and burrs and stuff, and I'm like, yep, it's all showing. So, but yeah, I sort of have had some horror stories too, especially like when I took out someone's declone and then they're like, why did someone take my someone took my Annie? And I'm like, no dude, it's sitting right there. And he's like, no it's not. And I'm like, yes it is. And I'm picking it up, and it's because I have one and he doesn't. It's like flying up and down like this. And I'm like, oh boy, you know, like he had something wrong with the loot filter that was blocking out unique charms. It's just like, no bueno, right? Herald of Fright. Boy, a lot of life on this legend here, huh? Lightning enchant, aura enchant. Oh, Emilio, no! You bum, you're going down. Ornate plate. Poor Emilio. Oh, it's Canyon and Magi's now? Gotcha. Why did I didn't mean to come through here. Well, I guess we should go around that, huh? See, like right there's all this stuff, and I'm like, ah! You know, I keep thinking I don't have my loot filter on. We can finish him up, I guess. Did they fix it when we don't see throwing potions yet? Apparently, like, if you're talking about what I think you're talking about, I guess it's not a bug, it's just the way they designed it to where when you go in and select items you don't want to see, it, like, what you're doing is actually you're hyper-specifying the loot filter. So I can block out, you can make it so you can see the potions or whatever, the throwing potions, but you just have to have it set in a very particular way that is not intuitive for the most part, in my opinion. Of course, there's always all the people that, it's so easy, it's just an if-then statement, and it's like, oh my god. But yeah. Grace, welcome in. Alright, these are just like normal cows now, so I think I'm going to go ahead and make, because we're TZ Tal's Tombs now, so I'm going to make a new game, and after I grab this Grand Crown, for TZ Tomb Fill 1-2. TZ Tomb Fill 1-2. I'll give you a second before I create it here, just because there's a little delay on the YouTube, that way you can like see it before a bunch of randos hop in here that aren't in the stream or whatever, so. Walking Dude, you say you got a double Thunder drop yesterday too from a single Herald? Crazy. Someone else had just, and I'm sure you had seen it, had said that, so that's bizarre. I feel like that's not common, but I mean, if multiple people are saying they had it happen. Fire, no, no. Parkour! Burr from a chest after everyone left. Nice. Figure one of the Sorks could tally out for me. That'd be just legendary. Looks like everyone's out there just slaying, huh? On the way. Maybe we should just do that. Good call. Oop. We'll do this for a little bit. I can't do the whole half hour. I'm going to take off. Not often me and Galback go out for a date night without the kiddo around. Usually we just play Diablo 2 all the time. So make it Rondash. Can I grab it? Can't? No? Okay. Wow, I actually did not get that either. I'm assuming it's not 4 sockets but 45 to life, but immune to magic? What kind of bums are immune to magic? Yeah, one of you guys are gonna have to take them out. Echoing Strike Warlock with his whatever you call it. Can't do it, and oh, it's immune to cold and magic. Rough. So the cold sort can't do it. The barb has to do it with his physical or whatever. Get my Merc over to him. Ooh, Hydras, there we go. Legendary. We really got to work together here. Really got to work together. Would be nice to be able to see healing potions, but... Can non-terrorized cows actually drop griffins? There is a very, very unlikely circumstance which that can happen, yes. A unique cow specifically, and it's very uncommon. It's like 1 in 20,000 unique. So it would be the equivalent, like you'd have to do like 20,000 cow runs to get one. It almost never happens. But it can. Oh. Get him, Emilio. Get him, Emilios. Poison res. I could use poison res about now, huh? Do the dex. Got you with a portal by your body, whoever got taken out there. When will you make a second build on the ladder? I probably won't. I generally don't make more than one build. I just make one and I play it, and then I usually call her a wrap on the season usually. Uh-oh, here he comes! Get rid of some of the stuff in the way, huh? No, Thunder Charm. Bruh. Someone grabbed it so fast. One herald per cow run? Sounds about right so far, yeah. I think. I didn't keep track exactly, but something like that. And we just got one there. We did one tomb, got a herald, so... There's one thing I had heard too. Well, never mind. I won't say nothing about that yet. Change my mind. These guys are a problem. All blues. Wow. Yeah. I mean, whoever is the one that does the last shot on the herald must have no magic find or something, right? Which would make sense, because if you're dealing the last blow, it's probably because you have the most damage, right? And, you know. Debug it? Should I? I should have saved that armor for e-bugging. Wrist sword! I forget what that is. Nothing great. Antidotes. Really, I have super healing potions blocked out, but not antidotes at the moment. Edge boat. I think I need to do a little bit of... I think I left those on because I was running like the Stony Tombs at one point, and the Stony Tombs you get really mega poisoned, you know, sometimes, so. It's still in game. Let's see. Someone told me e-bugging was out. Yeah, I was joking. I was kidding, yeah. That's why I said, should I e-bug it? And then I threw it on the ground. 115 strength, 85 on that. If anyone needs a 3-socket helm, I guess. Just to make a bulwark or something. Or a gemmy gem. It's not my birthday, but thank you, J Hoop. Welcome in. Not really my birthday, though, everybody. Just FYI. $440. And we were playing LOD. And probably not a lot of LOD players at the moment. But, oh, yeah, let's go the way you guys are going. Yeah. Long Schward. Oh! What? Eligible for Chronicle means it could be any of them. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. And you notice how it paused extra long before it identified too? 14 magic find or 10 all res with 10 attributes. Let's go with that. This is why I need antidote potions. Sadly enough, that's an upgrade for me. Never been so excited to get a Mahim Oak Curio before. I think I have like a 35 life amulet that I was using before for like survivability. Bonus attack rating. A lot of runes in here, my god. Another level. Oh yeah, I was putting those into this, right? We're at 8. There's 9. So one more level, I could have another person helping me out here. Gotta keep that 14 MF amulet, for sure. 14 MF for show, yeah. That's how you know I wasn't taking out the Herald, because that 14 MF amulet, that would have been Giga Chad drops at that point. That's how I got that unique amulet too, was that 14 MF I had on that unique one. What other stuff do I even have? I got MF here. Oh, I had all my MF stuff on that I had really found. Not all of it, but you know. Several pieces that are just magic find, pretty much. Imagine Phil's 1,000 years old with all the birthdays. Yeah, if my birthday was as often as what you guys would say. You guys say it's happy birthday like we're on Mercury or something, going around the sun like at 3x the speed or something. Or actually probably more than 3x, you know what I'm saying. Well, I need to grab some, okay, or just take me out. I was hoping to see a super healing potion around or something, but uh-oh. Oh, I'm Merc's toast as well. I didn't realize that. There's another one. Herald of Dread. Sunday. Maiden Javelins. Almost took me out with the cold explosion, too. Antidote. That's why I have those available for my use. I'm very chilled right now. This has got to be the tomb for what's his name, huh? Lem! Oh, I would have loved that. That's fine. Congrats on the Lem rune. Lemmy. Someone's got a treachery now. Ooh. Congratulations. Merc armor incoming. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I knew it. Easy Dario. Let's loop them up. I know it works better if you throw them on the ground or whatever, but... Did they grab it that fast or did nothing drop? Did only 3 items drop? Okay. So looking at time, you guys, by all means, keep running this if you guys want to, by all means. But I'm going to have to go ahead and hop out with what we got going on and stuff. So I appreciate y'all. And I haven't done a raid. There's got to be people on right now. I got a raid. I'll send a raid on Twitch here to somebody. And we got 80 Slayers here on Twitch. So we'll send a raid to somebody over here, like maybe somebody... I don't know a lot of these people. Why don't we go... Goat helped me out that one time. We'll send a raid over to Goat. He's been up for like 3 minutes, so... I think he's starting a brand new character right now or something. So we'll start a raid on Twitch for Goat. Speedrunner guy. So show him some love or whatever. And let's see what we can get on YouTube here. Add a redirect to... Who doesn't like Dude William, alright? Save. Alrighty, so I'm going to send you guys all off on different raids and things like that on YouTube over to other great creators. So make sure you give them a follow or whatever, subscribe up or whatever if you don't know them. So with that being said, peace out and keep slaying.